Hi everyone, and welcome to your morning practice, and welcome to my favorite place to practice yoga, our cottage. So this practice you won't need any props at all. I have I just have a beach blanket out here because the surface is a little hard and I'll use that for underneath my knees, but otherwise you probably won't need anything. We may hear a little bit of boat traffic, so hopefully that's not too disruptive. So grab your mat, get outside if you can, and I will meet you on the mat. All right. So the first thing I like to do in my morning practice is start with a little releasing breath work. So the idea is to take a breath in through the nose, retain the breath, and then on the exhale, let it out through the mouth. So let's do that 3 times. Inhale through the nose, hold, and exhale it all out through the mouth. Inhale deeply, right to the bottom of the lungs. Hold, and exhale it all out. One last time, breathing in a new day, fresh oxygen, breathe it in, hold, and let it out. Any stagnation? All right, beautiful. Let's begin in child's pose. I like to begin in a wide-kneed child's pose. If you're stiff in the hips, it might be a good idea to make a pillow with your hands. And just rest your forehead on your hands. That gives you a little bit of a lift. Otherwise, you can place your forehead right on the ground and stretch your arms forward. And start to connect with your breath here. And this is also a good time to connect with your intention. So how is it that you want to move through your day today? And what quality is it that you need to call up in order to move through your day in that way? And then come forward. Let's all meet on hands and knees here. And start to stack your knees your hips over top of your knees, shoulders over top of the wrists, spread your fingers wide. Let's just begin with cat-cow. Inhale, tip tailbone up, chest launches forward, look up. And then exhale, begin to round. Tuck the tailbone, press the hands in firmly, drop the head. So take your time here, trying to articulate every single vertebrae as you inhale and as you exhale, just connecting with the breath. And for me, my shoulders and neck feel a little stiff sometimes in the morning. So this starts to just work that out. Get some blood and lymph moving. And the breath, just connecting the movement with the breath. And then come back to neutral, and let's just work the shoulders. So start to make shoulder circles. You can start to roll them back. And you're not undulating through the spine here. You're just trying to make these big circles, controlled articular rotations through the shoulder girdle, and then start to go in the opposite direction. So see if this feels right for you. If this creates some pain, then you want to avoid that. You can just, okay, let's go back a couple of more times the opposite direction. I'm trying to, my spine wants to move. I'm trying to keep it really stable. And then come back to neutral. And then from here, really simple work with the feet and the hands. So curl your toes under first, grip the outsides of the mat, and press your bottom back towards your heels, as if you're going to tear the mat in half. Pull the mat forward, let your forehead rest down. This starts to open up the bottom of the feet and get some length in the side body. Pulling hands forward. And then inhale, come back onto hands and knees. Stack your shoulders right above your wrists if you can, and then lift your palms and your thumbs, and then release it down. So this is a little bit of a wrist warm up here. So you're lifting palms and your thumbs, and then see if you can roll between every single knuckle. So baby finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, just kind of rolling back and forth. It can get so tight from all of the computer work that we do. Release that down, and let's come into a really nice morning gentle sun salutation. So on the exhale, just shift back into child's pose. Inhale, pull the chest forward, let the shoulder blades slide down the back. Exhale, curl the toes under into down dog. Inhale, shift back forward onto the hands and knees. Take your breath in. And then exhale, child's pose again. And now let's come up onto the knees on the in-breath, breathing in a new day, big breath. Exhale, slide the right hand down, open up the left side body. Inhale, exhale, open up right side body. Inhale, back up. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale into down dog. So just make it a nice rhythmic movement here. Every breath has a movement. As you inhale, tailbone tips up. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale, come all the way back up. Open up front body. Big breath in. Exhale, slide right hand down. Inhale, back up. Slide left hand down, tipping over to the side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right back into child's pose. And then inhale, launch your chest forward, pull it forward, look up. Exhale into down dog. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths and just start to pedal it out so that you can feel into your back body. So go really easy first thing in the morning. Pedal it out. How does it feel in the ankles and the calves? Then wiggle your feet back a little bit. And then on the in-breath, come forward into plank. And then on the exhale, back into down dog. Let's repeat this 3 times. So on the inhale, coming forward, exhale, going back, and just developing a little bit of trunk stability and shoulder mobility here. First thing in the morning, make sure there's no pain, just working the kinks out. Last one, and then bring the knees down. And then bring your right foot forward. And launch your chest forward again here. Rotate your chest to the right and then start to make these big sweeping circles with the right arm. And this is where you want to blow the breath wide open. Big, big, big full breaths right down to the base of the lungs. The joints of the body love circular movement here. So lubricating the shoulder joint, opening up the chest. And then take that right hand down, right foot back. Let's just go back into down dog for a breath. Come back forward into plank. Bring the knees down, then step the left foot forward. Chest comes forward first so you get some length, and then rotate and open that left arm. And just start to sweep it back, all the way back. And again, just connect this movement with the breath. Make sure the knee's over top of the heel. Sweeping it open. And you can even try to look up. So get a little rotation through the neck, through the cervical spine. How does your neck feel this morning? One last breath here. How does it feel in this shoulder this morning? And then plant hands back into down dog. Take a couple of breaths. And then bring your knees down. Okay, step your right foot straight back. So just a little bit more trunk stability here. This is so simple. Step your right foot back, curl your left toes under, and then lift and hover that knee. That's it. You're just hovering the left knee. It's a little bit of core engage there. Then bring the left knee down, bring the right knee back down, step the left leg back. Chest is forward, curl the right toes under, and hover the right knee. See, you can feel that engagement, and there's strengthening happening in the arms as well. Take another breath. Then bring both knees down. Now hover both knees. Okay, take a couple of breaths here. This fires up the core, the front of the body really, really quickly. And then release it down. Now from here, step your right foot forward, curl the back toes under, and come all the way up into crescent pose. Okay. So set it up here so that the back leg is straight, spin the left thigh in, lengthen the tailbone down. This is one of my favorite movements in the morning to start to uplift my energy. Raise the arms up, up, up. Connect with your breath here, fingertips to the sky. Reach up, maybe look up, that challenges the balance. And then start to open the arms to the side and rotate toward the right. Let's get a little twist here. Take a breath and then inhale back up and then twist to the left. Good, so the hips stay forward, you're just rotating from the navel up and then back up, and then exhale, plant the hands. Right foot goes back into down dog for a full cycle of breath. And then lunge the left foot forward, coming all the way up. Give yourself some space between the feet so you feel really stable. Then lengthen the tailbone down so you get a stretch in the front of that right pelvis and the quad. And then when you're ready, you start to lift up. Big breaths here. And then start to open the arms. Sweep the arms open to the side and look to the left. Good, but remember the pelvis stays forward. Just rotating. Inhale and then exhale. Opposite side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, down into down dog for a couple of breaths here, and then start to walk your feet toward your hands. In a forward fold, just a couple of breaths here, rooting through the heels, rooting through the big toe mound, baby toe mound. Let the crown of the head go. Let all those muscles that hold the head up go. Then spike your heels down and come all the way up. Reach up. So in the morning, we always want to say good morning to the sun. So Surya Namaskar is a way of saying good morning to the sun, being grateful for the sun. So if you do practice this in the morning, it's a good idea to face the east where the sun comes up, okay? So I'm facing the sun right now, and we'll do Surya Namaskar C. On the in-breath, you reach up. And on the exhale, fold. Inhale for lengthen. Exhale, step your right foot back, right knee down, shin drops down. On the in-breath, you start to reach up again. And then exhale, plant the hands, curl, and then back into down dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Drop your knees down, shrug your shoulders back, and lower. Then on the in-breath, reach your arms back and lift everything up. The back of the skull lifts, the legs lift, the triceps lift. Keep breathing. Reach your fingertips back so the shoulder blades move down. And now reach your arms out to T. But make sure the shoulder blades are moving down the back still. And then just a little pulsing of the hands so that we start to strengthen those muscles around the shoulder blades, the anti-slouching muscles. Then plant the hands right underneath your shoulders, curl toes under, back into down dog. Full cycle of breath here. Then you'll lunge the right foot forward, left knee comes down, inhale. Exhale. Step the left foot forward, fold, inhale, come all the way up, reach up, and exhale. Inhale, let's do the left side now. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold, just releasing any tension. Inhale, make it really easy, easy, easy. Step left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, reach, soften shoulders. Exhale, plant hands. Right foot goes back and bring the knees down, shrug shoulders back and lower. This time we're going to work on shoulder mobility. Bring the back of your right hand to the back of your head. Bring your hand to your head and left hand to your sacrum. And then from here, keep your forehead down on the ground and keep your legs on the ground and lift your hand away from your head and your hand away from your sacrum, and then sweep it to the side and switch. And then release the hands down and then lift and sweep to the side and switch. So now keep the hands elevated. Try not to let the hands touch the sacrum or the back of the head. So you're hovering the hands as you sweep. So you're getting an internal and external rotation of the arm bones, and you're strengthening all the muscles around the shoulder blades. And you're giving your neck a rest. So you're uncoupling the neck muscles from the shoulder muscles. Last one. And then plant your hands right underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes under. Back into down dog for a full cycle of breath. And then lunge the left foot forward and the right knee comes down. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot forward and exhale, fold. Bend the knees, come all the way up, reach up and exhale. Beautiful. Okay, let's step to the side so the right foot faces toward the front of the mat. The left toes a little bit more toward the front of the mat. Bend the front knee so it stacks over your right heel. And then start to just drop your right forearm down. And then what I want you to feel is the rooting down of the right heel and this kind of curling of the right sit bone underneath you. That's going to strengthen the glute med even more. So, and then the left arm reaches up and over. So when we do a lot of sitting in the chair, then the glute muscles and the leg muscles get really weak. So this is a great way to strengthen here before you start your day. If you want to go deeper, you take the right hand to the inside of the right ankle. Use your right elbow to press that right knee open. The hand can be up, the hand can be behind you, but take another couple of breaths here. You can rotate your head down, which is a nice kind of counter pose, counter rotation here for the neck. Then use your strong legs and your strong core to come all the way up. Slide the left hand down the leg. Reach the right hand up, open up right side body. Take a breath. And then slowly come all the way back up. A little bit more strengthening here. So you're going to step the left foot forward and you're going to start to balance on your right foot. Coming into Ardha Chandrasana or half moon posture. So your hands will come down to the ground. You decide how high you want to lift that back leg, which you're rooting down through the right heel and the big toe mound and the baby toe mound. You can lift the left leg, left arm up. You can even try lifting the right hand up off the ground. So lots of strength in both legs. My aerial leg is working very hard as well, not just the standing leg. Breathing here, lengthening. Then slowly, hand to the hip, bend the front knee, and take it all the way back, and we'll switch sides. So now the left toes toward the back, the right toes more toward the back. Bend that left knee, and then the left forearm rests there. And you can stay right there. Arm can be up, or to the back, or behind you. But start by rooting through that left heel. And curl the left sit bone underneath. And maybe slide the left hand down. And use that left elbow as a crowbar to kind of open that left knee so you'll get into the adductors that way. The inner seam of the leg. You can look up, you can look down. Make it easy. You know, easy for the neck, easy for the shoulders. And then again, use the strength of the legs and the core. Slowly come up. Right hand slides down. Left hand reaches. Open up left side body and take a full breath in. Open up all those muscles that weave around the rib cage. Beautiful. And then let's come into Ardha Chandrasana on this side. So start to step the right foot forward. Bend the left knee. And it doesn't really matter at all how high that back leg comes. It really doesn't. You're still strengthening the standing leg, which is the aim here. Root through the left heel and the big toe mound and the baby toe mound. Lift that aerial leg as much as you can. And then maybe even lift the arm can come up. Maybe the left hand lifts off the ground as well. It's okay to weeble wobble. Smooth the breath. So release the jaw. And then bend the left knee, step the right foot back. Good. And then from here, just a simple little forward bend. Turn the toes in and lengthen forward. Inhale to pull the chest forward so you come out of any compression, and then exhale, fold down. Take a couple of breaths here and reconnect with your intention. How is it that you want to move through your day today? What do you need a little bit more of in your life? Inhale, pull the chest forward, and then just start to walk the hands all the way toward the front. Bring the left knee down and the right knee, and we're going to work all the way back onto the back. So I do still like to bring a little bit more strength into the glutes and into the hamstrings, before I begin my day, because that takes a lot of the work off the lower back. So from here, you're going to press your feet down firmly, and let's actually just do some dynamic work. So just roll the spine up first. Roll it up and then roll it down. And connect with your breath here. So you press the lower back down first, and then like you're articulating every single vertebrae as you move up. And then roll it all the way down. So it's like you're thinking of a string of pearls, and you're lifting pearl by pearl by pearl, or bone by bone by bone. And the next time you lift up, stay lifted. Maybe if you interlace your hands behind your back, you can, if that's part of your practice. And then you can either stay here or root through the left foot and lift the right leg up toward the sky. And you do your best to keep your hips even. Try not to let the right hip dip. This is quite demanding, through the standing leg, through the left leg. Then plant the foot, the right foot, and let's switch sides. But parallel your pelvis first. Then lift the left leg. Breathing. Whole back body strengthener here. I can also feel it in around my knees are strengthening. Release. Take one more breath. And then release the hands, release the upper back, mid back, lower back. And then do a few pelvic tilts here. So press the lower back down on the exhale. And then inhale, arch. So sometimes when we do something challenging like that one, we can hold the breath or restrict the breath. So reconnect with the breath here. Hydrate through the lower back and release any tension that might be lingering there. And then take the right ankle on top of the left knee, open the right knee away from you, and then if this is enough for you, stay here and sway, or interlace your hands underneath the left thigh or underneath the left knee, and just sway side to side here. And connect with your breath. You know, one of the first parts of the body that tightens up in stress are the neck muscles, which of course is connected to the jaw area, and the shoulders. So begin to soften the shoulders and the neck and empty the jaw. So we've done quite a bit of strengthening work for the glutes, and we're just now stretching, releasing in that area and around the piriformis, the deep muscle in the glute area. And then let's switch sides. So now left ankle on top of right knee, and then interlace underneath the thigh or around the right shin, and you can sway. You can rotate your head. Continue to soften all the muscles around the eyes and across the forehead and all the muscles in the face. Let the breath descend all the way down into the belly. You can waggle your jaw if there's still some tension there. And if there's any last posture your body is craving, you go ahead and do that. But otherwise, get what you need to stay warm and comfortable in Shavasana. The knees can be bent or the legs can be straight. You can have your arms beside you or your palms on your belly. And just let everything drop. Leg bones are heavy, pelvis is heavy. Soften your biceps and shoulders and empty your jaw. And just give yourself a few minutes here to drop in a little deeper and let it all go. if you have more time, I encourage you to stay here for at least another 5 minutes in Shavasana. But otherwise, you begin to just wiggle your fingers and toes and gently move your head from side to side. Deepen your breath. You're going to bend your knees and roll to your side and take a breath there. And then slowly work your way back up to a comfortable seat. And just take a minute here to notice how you feel in your mind and in your body. And just bring your palms right to your heart center. Gratitude for this day, gratitude for this life, gratitude for your body. And just remember your intention again. How is it that you want to move through your day? Moving through the day with ease and presence. Thank you so much for joining me for a morning practice together. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.